Well, good afternoon. We are starting our class number 3, and we're going to do a little bit of a review first of all, which is always the way we do it. I say that when you're learning any Torah portion, you'll always go back to the first sentence that you learned in order to reinforce what you already know. So we might as well follow that when we start the class and review everything on the trope sheet, on the cantillation sheet, up to this point. So we put this up on the screen, and I don't think we have to really worry about all of this stuff since we went through it. But let's go back to the cantillation sheet itself. So I believe that let's see. Okay, we did not get to this page yet, but we did get, I believe, to Sof Pasuk, which is right here.
Might have gone a little beyond, but Sof Pasuk is the last.
A little beyond? How far did you get?
I got to Lisha Ketana.
To Lisha Ketana.
And possibly to Lisha
Gedolah. Okay,
yes.
Cool. All right, well, we're going to finish it today regardless.
Right.
Okay, so we also talked about different notes which tend to go together, which I think is an important thing to know. For example, we talked about the Munach Sarka. I just need to highlight it.
You got a lot smarter since the first class.
See, look
You've
at that.
missed this.
Isn't that something? Huh? Okay, so the first note we have is a kadma, which goes kadma, everybody.
Kadma.
And then, remembering the zarka, which sounds a lot like the Nestle's chocolate commercial. Nestle's makes the very best. Munach zarka. Very good. And then we have the Munach Segol. So again, these often go together. So I can hit the eraser and go like so. And then highlight the next one. And the Munach Segol often goes together. Munach Segol. And right. So most of the time when you have a Munach Zarka, that will be followed by a Munach Segol, but at times you won't even have a Munach. It might say Munach Zarka Segol. So you just have to watch the symbols. Okay. What we have next is a Munach, which has a different name to it actually. It's the Munach Legarme, which is what this line is here, and it goes either Munach or Munach, two different versions of it.
Which do you want?
Well, the one that you have on your recording is Munach, so let's stick with that in order to
spell the
Legarme.
Oh, Legarme.
Legarme. Okay. So it's Munach, and then a Munach Revi'i, and again, you'll often have a Munach before the Revi'i, and it goes Munach Revi'i. And we talked a lot about how there are different themes in a Haftorah, where you in every Haftorah you listen to, you always hear la dum bum ba da 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 da. That's exactly what the next part is with Mapach Pashta Munach Zakef Katon. Ba dum bum ba da 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 da. So Mapach is Mapach, and the Pashta. And remember, this is a symbol that is on the end of the word. The distinction between a pashta and a kadma that you see here, a kadma is on the interior of the word, but a pashta is at the end. And it goes Pashta, pashta. So we have ma pa, pashta. And the munach before the zakef katon, which is the two dots at the end, is munach zakef katon. All right? Moving along, and then we're going to just have you sing the whole thing up to that point. Zakef gadol goes, Zakef gadol. And this is what I would refer to as a standalone note. Nothing around it really dictates that it's going to come or go. It's just a unique note. Zakef gadol. Repeat.
Zakef gadol.
Okay, and again, when we talk about the most common notes in every haftorah, everyone has a mircha tipcha munach etnach. I said haftorah, didn't I? I meant Torah, but it actually is in both. Okay. Mircha tipcha munach etnach. Repeat after me. Mercha tipcha munach etnach. Your turn.
Mercha tipcha munach etnach.
And now we have another mercha tipcha, which you normally find at the end of a sentence, followed by sof pasuk, end of sentence, and it sounds like what?
Doorbell.
You got it. All right. Mercha tipcha sof pasuk. Okay. Now let's just stop right at this point before we get into some of the more difficult notes. And let's just do the entire passage from Kadma. Are you ready to do it without me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lois just glared at me, Stuart.
I could only imagine. Okay. So, Kadma.
Kadma
Munach Munach sego. Munach, munach re'i. Mapa pashta. Munach zakef katon. Zakef gadol. Mercha tipcha munach etnach. Mercha tipcha sof pasuk. That was lovely, but I helped you.
Yeah.
That wasn't fair, was it? You want to do it one more time, and I'll just remain mute over here? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, go.
Kadma munach zarka munach zego munach re'i. Marpa pashta munach zakef katon. Zakef gadol. Mercha tipcha munach etnach. Mercha tipcha sof pasuk.
Excellent. All right. So, Pazer.
I got it.
You got Pazer?
Yeah.
How? Well, look
Because
at
I remember
you.
so much from the Torah portion.
Okay, go for
I
it.
don't know if
Show
that's
us.
the same
Show
one.
us how it's done.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, great.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pazer. Pazer. So what would you say this looks like? Maybe like a cactus? Swirl? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Pazer.
How many notes are there?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. I got
Bum,
9.
bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's 8.
Are you sure I thought you said 9 last time.
You know what I did? I think I did a little extra note at the beginning. Pause. Pause. Yeah, I think I did that. Pause. You're right. 9.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
I just can't see precision.
Okay. Very lousy, inconsistent teacher. Tells you one thing one week and another thing another week.
But you don't pick on us when we read, so we're happy.
Not yet. Okay. All right. So now we go to Talisha Kitana and Talisha Gedola. And you can see you have a circle with the Kitana. It's with the stem going to the lower right. And with a Gedola, it's with the stem going to the lower left. Okay. So we have Talisha Kitana, which is Talisha Kitana. Can you do that? Talisha Kitana. One more time. Talisha Kitana. Without me.
Talisha Kitana.
That was good. I knew you could do it. Okay. And now, Talisha Gedola, which is actually easier. Talisha Gedola.
Talisha Gedola.
So the first one is da 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 da. Next one is da 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 da. Right? And you know, remember, it's possible you're gonna forget these at times, but as you start applying them toward Torah portions, it'll stay in your mind quite a bit more.
Can you do the Muna Sego?
Unak sego.
Oh, okay, I can hear the difference. All right, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, now we have the Kadma ve'azla, which is bum bum ba da da da. Isn't that a nice sound?
Yeah.
Okay. Kadma ve'azla. Try that. Kadma ve'azla. Okay, and this geresh goes geresh, geresh. Okay, so kadma v'azla. Actually, when you think about what would normally follow a kadma v'azla, so let me play with the smartboard. That, and we have the kadma v'azla. Oh, look at this. Okay, and we take it and we're going to put it all the way over here. Because often you find a kadma v'azla followed by a munach revi'i or a revi'i. So you often hear kadma v'azla munach revi'i or kadma v'azla revi'i. It's a very normal sequence that you find both in Torah and Haftorah. They often follow. Okay? Now let's go back. Again, building this, we're going to go back to the beginning, reinforce what you know, and then carry on.
Okay.
At the beginning, I'm going to let you go on your own, starting with Kadma.
Back to the top.
Kadma.
Munach Sega. Munach Sego. Munach Revi. Maka Pashta. Munach Serkev Katom.
Delisha Titana Delisha Idola Kadma Vyasla Geresh. And now we get to some more pretty sounds. We have the Gershayim. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. Erase. Okay. And we have the Gershayim next.
No.
Let's get rid of this.
Hopefully we're not doing this. You're doing for us.
And look at this. Nothing is on my hand. Isn't that something? I erased red. Do you see any red?
No.
Nothing. Nothing. It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? All right.
All virtual.
Having so
I
much
had to
fun.
learn this at school. When I was at school, I
You
had
were
to
using
learn all this.
Smartboard?
I
I've barely scratched the surface in terms of all the things.
I
You know,
know.
for current events, I use it and I show videos, and I'm able to pull things up the same way you would with Googling things, and
Yeah, it's wonderful.
or show a movie. But now I'm really getting into it,
Yeah.
and to use it with Zoom and to be able to share the documents. I know there's nobody on the call today, but when I was doing all the highlighting and everything last week, they were seeing it all,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really.
All right. This one, right? The Gershayim. Oh, you guys, somebody trying to guess what that might be?
What? Where are we?
Gershayim. That, well, you just did the Haftorah Gershayim, and this is Gershayim, Gershayim, Gershayim. To me, when I hear that, it's almost a little bit of like the 1812 overture. Da 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 da, bum bum. Gershayim. Go ahead. All right, we are getting very close to the end of the tropex, and it's a little bit on the other page. I'm not going to do the specialty notes that only appear 4 times a year. That wouldn't make, well, I could for you. But let's look at the Dargah, a little squiggly here, and then the Tavir. We have Dargah, repeat, Dargah, again, Dargah, and then the Tavir, Tavir, Dargah, Tavir. We're saying the Tavir is da 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 da. You have a good ear. Okay, actually, you probably have 2 good ears. Dargah Tavir. Repeat. So you often find the Dargah and the Tavir together, but in terms of being alone, the Tavir is alone a lot more than the Dargah. Sometimes you have some weird combinations where you're going to have a Dargah followed by a Munaf Revi'i. So you'd have Dargah, Munaf Revi'i. That doesn't happen all that much, but occasionally. But often you'll hear just a solo Tavir. Tavir, Tavir. Put it together with the Dargah. Dargah, Tavir.
Can you do Tabir and Ravi?
Yes. Rivi, to be here.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Well, before going to the next page, I think we have to review again. From the top. I know I mean. Kadma Muna
Zarka, Muna, Sego, Muna, Eli, Mapa, Pasha, Muna, Zakekado,
Merchatika Muna Merchata Merchatika Sopasu Hazer Delisha Kitana Delisha Yedola Kadma Vyazla Gere Kirshayi Darga Devir. I'm thinking that for those people who are going to be following this on YouTube, because all this is going to be on YouTube, you're probably hearing a class singing this, and it's sort of like when you go to a concert and the guy who's entertaining, instead of singing, takes the mic and holds it out to the audience and lets them do it. I know that always ticks me off, but hopefully it's not bothering anybody else. I go to the concert to hear the musician and the singer, not to hear the crowd sing.
Yeah.
But in this case, this is the class, and the crowd has to sing. So there is a little difference.
and they can sing with us.
There you go, exactly. And hopefully they are. So, okay, I want to go to the next page.
Next page.
Just doing that. Okay, I think it's because of this.
I don't think so either.
Are we having member tomorrow at 11:30?
There we go.
Oh,
Okay,
no, I haven't read it yet. So.
there we go. Let's get a little eraser here. And get rid of this. Okay. So this stuff right here, I don't have my magic finger working at the moment, but the top two lines I'm not going to do. This is the ending. And the Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Pasuk shows that it's the end of the Aliyah. Not just the end of the sentence, which is a doorbell, but it's the end of that particular reading. And it goes like this. Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Pasuk. Okay, you know that one. Okay,
We're always
cool.
happy when we get there.
Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Pasuk. Okay, so we're going to try to apply a little of this before you are dismissed from this class today. And we're going to do it with something that you should be familiar with. And that is this. Does that look familiar to you?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
Why does it look familiar to you? What is that? It's not the Amidah.
It's the Shema plus the Yahweh.
Shman v'ahavta. Right. Shman v'ahavta. Now, you knew this was from the Torah, right? Yeah, it's from the Torah. As a matter of fact, if you come to Shul this Shabbat, you're going to actually see it, hear it in the Torah. So in Va'et Chanan, the Parsha of the upcoming week, We have the Shema, and we also have the Ten Commandments appearing for the second time in the Torah. The first time is in Yitro. So what you see here is what? What do you see in the Shema V'Ahavta?
Can you make it any bigger?
Torah tropes.
Can I make it bigger?
I'm sure you can't. Here, go down to Zoom. Well,
Yeah, like
Take
right
the plus
here.
sign, yeah.
This is where I do it.
look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's really big, isn't it? All right, so now
So
let
how
me
do you
see
move
if
it
I
over?
can slide it over a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
More things in there. We'll just make it a
Make it
little smaller.
slightly smaller. And then
Right,
I think
and then
it'll
we'll
be
get the
better.
letters.
Okay. One more.
Can you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah?
good enough.
You must be awake.
Maybe a touch larger, because otherwise it's the same.
Yeah, I know. Just one.
No, that's, I'm trying to find a slide bar
Here,
or something down here, but I don't see one. Let's see.
Zoom
Wait
it, and there was a
second.
black line. I have no.
Like
Oh, look at
this.
that.
And now make this bigger. And then go up.
Yeah, it's still gonna fall off the edge of the
I
page.
think so. And,
So if you place it on the text itself,
wait a
would
minute,
it
wait a
move over?
minute.
Try
Yeah,
that.
that should do it. No, it was the whole.
No, it just
No,
moves.
it moves the whole thing.
Mhm.
Okay, it was a
Okay.
nice try.
Thank you.
No
The
problem.
other
appreciate it.
option is to change the landscape instead of being vertical.
He's got
I don't
got a PDF going. There's a lot of things you can't do
Okay.
Right,
because it's not an actual document.
all right.
So just make the whole screen bigger again.
Go back to this. Please stand by. Do this again, screen bigger, and then we're going to go into Kyocera, which is there, and then we open it, and there it is,
Okay.
and slide it down.
There you
Okay,
go.
all right.
Best we're gonna do. Thank you.
All right. So what we see here are a bunch of trope notes, right?
Mhm.
So let's like this, highlight. So we have this is actually a tipcha right here, and an etnacha, and then a mercha tipcha, and a tipcha followed by a sof pasuk. You don't chant the Baruch Shem out loud, but here we have a munach zakef katon thing. I'm going to get rid of the highlights because I think that actually blocks it. So, but now normally you have a melody of Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad, but when you hear it read in the Torah, it's not going to be like that because those are not Torah trope notes. It would be Shema Yisrael, which is your etnachta, mercha tipcha, mercha sof pasuk. So it'd be Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Okay, now here you would have a munach zakef katon on one word, v'ahavta. Remember how that would sound, munach zakef katon? No, that would be munach zarka. Okay, look down on the third line of your trope sheet. Munach zakef katon. So if you put this in one word, you would have the of ta. Okay, and then you have a tipcha, tipcha, eight, and then a munach et nachta. How do you sing a munach et nachta? That is your fifth line down. You're the end of the fourth line, and then the beginning of the fifth. Munach et nachta. So we had that. Okay.
Where was it?
It's the end of the last line in the fourth and the beginning of the fifth.
Yeah. So you have ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, Adonai Elohecha, munach et nachta, Adonai Elohecha. You hearing it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have a mercha tipcha, sof pasuk. So you have a lot of words with those notes in it. You have the mercha, which is v'chol levavcha, and then you have your tipcha, v'chol nafshecha, and then you have your v'chol moedecha, which is your sof pasuk. Right. So pasuk, so it's mercha tipcha, sof pasuk, v'chol levavcha, uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'odecha. Okay, making a little bit of sense? Just a little? Okay. Let's go back to here and see if we can apply it. Ready?
Yeah.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha. Okay, this v'hayu, and again, I'm sure you're having a little difficulty focusing on it. It is a gershayim. How does gershayim go? Gershayim is at the bottom of the page. Gershayim. Gershayim. Remember the 1812 overture?
Right.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Gershayim. So it's Behayu. Behayu. And then a Munach Revi'i. Can you look at your sheet and tell me how a Munach Revi'i sounds?
Munach Revi'i.
So how would you sing Hadvarim Ha'ela?
Hadvarim Ha'el.
Good. Now, Asher is, what note is this on an Asher? It's a line right here.
It's kadma.
That's exactly right. It is a kadma. Okay, I wish I had prizes because we certainly would have gotten
I'll
one.
take my hat back.
Well, if you come to my current events class, it could be a shot of bourbon, a shot of scotch, which will be your reward. Yes, we drink during current events because
Yes.
the news is not all that
That's
good.
the only way you can get
Okay, yes, we try to numb ourselves before we talk about it. All right, so we have the Asher. How do you sing kadma?
kadma.
Asher,
Asher.
Asher. And then we have Dargat Tavir. You just learned that today. And that is at the bottom, all the way to the bottom of your page. Dargat Tavir. Dargat. Good. So how would you sing Anochi? Mitzavcha. This is a Dargat Tavir. Anochi Mitzavcha. Anochi Mitzavcha. And then we have a tipcha instead of a mercha tipcha, just an isolated tipcha, and Your sof pasuk here. So how does mercha tipcha go? Sof pasuk. Mercha tipcha sof pasuk. So this would be hayom aleva. Pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Back to the beginning. V'yata et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha. And this is the Gershayim. V'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom alivavecha. Okay, moving on. We're going to finish this paragraph today. Now, you're probably wondering, what is in store for you next week?
Taking something we're
I better not
unfamiliar
tell
with.
you because you may not want to show up.
It's taking
Okay.
something unfamiliar.
Taking something unfamiliar and picking on people and asking you to try to apply
Blow it
the
up,
trope.
please.
Oh yeah, well, what I might actually do is show it on here, but even hand it to you.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
helpful.
But I think I can, because as long as I'm creating the document myself, I think I will be able to blow it up.
So much for the distance class.
What's that?
So much for the distance part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the class.
Well, I noticed that everybody tries to stay far away from me, and I guess I can understand that. But, possibly if you were closer to the board, you wouldn't have this problem. But it's okay. I understand. I was the one in class who always used to raise his hand first, and people used to hate me.
Ah.
But
Here she
apparently
comes.
you would rather stay back and not let me bother you. But I will find you wherever you are. Okay. So we just did, we're right over here. Vishinan tam levanecha is a munach zakef katon. Again, consult your cantillation sheet. How do you do a munach zakef katon? Munach zakef katon. How would you sing Vishinan tam levanecha? Vishinan tam levanecha. Munach zakef katon. Vishinan tam levanecha. Okay, this is a tipcha et nachta. I understand why you're having difficulty seeing this. The dibarta bum is a tipcha et nachta. How would you sing mercha tipcha et nachta? Yes. Et nachta. Okay, so you're on the fourth line of your cantillation sheet. After zakef gadol, you have mercha tipcha. Skip the munach. Et nachta. Et nachta. Et nachta. Mercha tipcha. Et nachta. All right, so v'dibarta bam. V'dibarta bam. Okay, you hear it? You look so sad.
It's so sad.
Okay. Mercha tipcha et nachta. So there's no mercha. So it's just tipcha et nachta. V'dibarta bam. Okay. Now, v'shivtecha leveitecha is a mapach pashta. Remember the whole theme? Ba-dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-bum-ba-dum. Mapach pashta munach zakef katon. All right, so where are we? V'shivtecha beveitecha uvlechtecha b'derech. You hear it? Okay, and then a tipcha followed by a sof pasuk. Shoftecha Ushokbecha, uvkumecha. Okay, now, ukshartam laot is a mercha tipcha et nachta again. Very familiar notes, right? Mercha tipcha et nachta. We're going to sing it. Ukshartam leot al yadecha. And now, a mercha tipcha with another sof pasuk. V'hayu l'totafot bein einecha. And now the ending, here's your tavir, Baruch Tav Tam. How do you sing it, tavir?
Tavir.
Myra, excellent. Okay. Baruch Tav Tam. And now remember the ending when Mercha Tipcha, Mercha Sof Pasuk. Amezuzot Beitecha Uvisharet. Mazel tov. You just did the Shema and V'ahavta, and if you come on Saturday, I will save a seat for you, and you can hear this. All right. So you are finished for today. And next week, I'm going to find something for each of you to try. And, if you really, try to coerce me and you wanted to have a group project instead of an individual one to, maybe minimize any potential humiliation, I would be willing to do that.
Potential humiliation.
Yeah.
It will be humiliation.
Yeah.
No
So
potential about it.
maybe you put together a little petition and present it to me. And,
Well, I'll
I
bring
would
you a
say that
present.
if I got 3 people to sign the petition, I'd probably say, okay, that will be fine. All right, that is it for class number 3, and we'll go on next week. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Oh,
teaching.
this is so great.
My pleasure. I'm going to sign this off. And meeting. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.